This is me trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes. I've been trying to learn how to do this for the past 5 days, and if I don't, well, I don't know if I'd forgive myself. But before we get there, let's take it back to where it all started. Okay, maybe not that far. Hi, I'm Joel, and I like learning new skills. But there's one skill that I've wanted to do since I was a kid, but have never been able to. Solving a Rubik's Cube. YouTube is packed with different tutorials and videos on how to do this. One example is JPerm, who's gained close to 1 million subscribers just teaching people how to do it. And over the next 5 days, I'm gonna be following his videos to see how close I can get to finally solving one of these on my own. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get a baseline. Since I have no idea how terrible I am at this, I want to get an understanding of how long it might take me to finish at least one side on my own with no help of any tutorials or anything else. I went into this way too confident, and this was so much harder than I could imagine. The first attempt took me over 12 minutes, and I was nowhere near fully finishing the 2 sides. You feeling a little bit less confident in getting this under 2 minutes? One of the most popular methods JPerm shares on his channel is called the CFOP, which stands for cross, first 2 layers, orientation of last layer, and the permutation of last layer. Despite how crazy those names might sound, it's basically just breaking down the cube to 4 simple steps. And what I enjoyed the most about it is that for the most part, you solve things without using algorithms. Ugh. But don't worry, we haven't gotten there yet. Following along with JPerm's videos step by step, I was able to finally get the Rubik's Cube entirely finished in about 20 minutes. Woo! Oh yeah. Look at that.
Stop it. Get some help.
So that was it, right? Well, not really. Now some of you might be asking why I'm even doing this in the first place. If you follow this channel, you'll know I enjoy learning new skills. And while this is a pretty common skill to learn, it's a little bit deeper than that. Ever since I was a little kid, I've had this picture of me walking into a room full of people, casually picking up a Rubik's Cube sitting in the middle of the room, solving it in front of everyone to cheers and applause and everyone telling me how smart I am. So instead of getting the much needed therapy I probably need, I've decided I want to challenge myself to solve it on my own and in under 2 minutes. This one's for young Joel. After going through the tutorials online, I put together a simple plan for the next few days. I'd break up my practice into 2 parts. First, the intuitive solving, which included solving the cross and the first 2 layers, which would allow me to get halfway to solving the cube and didn't require any memorization. And secondly, the orientation and permutation of the last layer, which required I memorize certain algorithms. Ugh. The cross and first 2 layers were super challenging at first, since I had to figure out how to read the cube and understand what moves actually led to getting a piece where I wanted it to go. Eventually, after some practice and repetition, I found myself getting faster and faster at getting to the first 2 layers. And eventually, I figured it was time to move on to the last layer, and algorithms. Ugh. The day had finally come to memorize algorithms, so I had sat down with my printed sheets, started studying them like a freshman college student. And it was actually pretty fun and a lot simpler than I thought. Basically, you just have to recognize certain patterns in the cube and then memorize which moves to take. It takes a bit of time to memorize, but if you keep repeating the movement, you'll eventually remember. It's kind of like the algorithms are keys and you're a janitor whose job is to look at the door, which is the Rubik's Cube, and determine which key you need to use to unlock the solved Rubik's Cube. Analogies aren't my strong point. Finally, the last step is something you can't avoid when trying to nail a new skill, and this is practice. I kept practicing any moment I could, really. Every second counted as I got closer to my deadline. 7. And even though I was improving, I kept on messing up an algorithm or finding myself taking way too long moving a certain piece. Time was running out, and I was starting to think I was gonna let young Joel down and wouldn't be able to get it. The deadline was approaching, and I kept on getting closer and closer, but just missing that 2-minute mark. I was about to call it a night and just be happy that I was able to solve the cube on my own. No! But I told myself I'd do it one last time. Okay, last one then. God, finally, the last one. Oh, finally, yeah, boy, I didn't think I had it. Woo, 156. Oh no, erased. Woo, damn, right before we had to go too. Woo. After years of avoiding it, it finally came through. And even though it wasn't in a room full of people and nobody was cheering but me and the kid inside me, in that moment, I also learned that's all I needed.